Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics, and in today's video I'd like to run through some basic math to make sure that each and every one of you guys are actually calculating all your monthly payments in the correct way. But first, roll the intro. Welcome back. Before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video, be sure you subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses and your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we successfully book for our customers, consisting of leased on owner operators and carriers operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. As always, guys, big thank you for all the likes you provided in all the previous videos. Please do keep them coming, and let's run some math. I think this is very important, guys. The reason I'm making this video is because I've been running into the same scenario, same situation over and over again with customers. And last week I spoke with a gentleman. We ran through the same numbers and I could see that there was quite a bit of confusion. So although this may seem simple and many of you guys are doing it correctly, understand that this is very important. And it is simple, but it needs to be done correctly in order for people to really understand their correct operating costs. So what are we talking about here? A gentleman called me about leasing on with us. Now, our insurance is generally considerably cheaper than, if you open up your own MC authority, especially if your MC is under 1 year old. And, because we have, larger group policies, lots of equipment, things like that. And because we only lease on the very best of the owner operators out there, we're able to keep our insurance costs down. But where the problem was actually quite simple. I asked the gentleman, well, how much is your insurance? He said, well, it's about $1,500 a month, which is, hey, that's not bad, depending on the equipment and coverages and things like that. I said, all right, well, that sounds good. So that you're paying about $375 a week is what it comes down to be. And I said, well, that's about $18,000 a year, not a bad policy. Did you do any down payment money? And he said, yeah, I did $5,000 down. I said, well, did you account that? Are you including that as part of it? He said, no. I'm not including that. My payment's $1,500 a month. And this is where the trick comes in, because a lot of the financiers out there, especially when you're buying trucks or financing insurance or any other large purchase, they kind of do this to you in order to show you a smaller payment. And a lot of people fall for this. So let's do some math. So he said his insurance is $1,500 a month. That comes out to be exactly $18,000 for the year, or $375 per week, which is something that a lot of truckers go by, is based on weekly, since gross is generally calculated based on a weekly basis. So makes sense. You calculate your expenses on a weekly, you calculate your profits on a weekly as well, your gross income. Now, with the $5,000 down, why this is important is because this is not money that just came from the sky, right? And even if it did, that's money you paid out, right? You earned this money, you paid it out. So that's money that needs to be calculated. So you take that $5,000 in this gentleman's case, and we divide that, right? $5,000 over 12 months is $416.67 per month. Okay, since it's a year policy. When you break that down into 4 weeks, that's $104.17 per week. Now what we do is we actually add that together, because you need to add whatever down payment money that you've added into the total in order to come up with your actual monthly costs or actual weekly costs. So when we actually break this down, take that $1,500, we add that $416.67, we end up with $1,916.67, which in a weekly basis goes from that his weekly was $375, but it's actually $479.17 a week. So there's $104.17 difference between what he assumed he was paying, and so he was actually paying quite a bit more. He even with the $5,000, if we didn't count that, he actually would have been saving money with us leased on. Because he was, a fairly new company, et cetera, et cetera. So his actual policy ended up being $23,000 for the year, not 18. There's that $5,000 difference. And it's very important that everyone always does their numbers correctly. If you do any down payment money, don't just disqualify that money and say, hey, my payment's $100. No, if you paid off half the loan, isn't that real money that you earned coming out of your paycheck, coming out of your checking account, out of your savings? So you need to account that. So you separate it and you break it down. Well, how much is that, per month, per week, over a year, over per month, over a weekly basis? You add that to its designated position. So whether it's going to be annual, monthly, or weekly, and that's how you come up with your actual cost. Okay, so that was the case, and you want to make sure to do that in every scenario. Whenever a dealer tries to mess around with you, try to tell you they weren't going to get you into a low payment or whatnot, always account for the down payment money. And guys, Again, I realize that this might seem simple, but this has come up so frequently, and sometimes people argue with me about this, and sometimes they see the light, we get to it, but oftentimes they don't. And I just really want to make sure that you guys understand these things, because this works with everything, and this is business. You have to make sure you got all your numbers down to the last red cent. So guys, I'm going to switch over to camera. We're going to look over the loads that we book for our customers. Please make sure to smash that like button for us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. We're going to look over the loads we book for our customers, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Welcome back. Let's take a look at some of these loads, guys. We got some really great freight, vans, reefers, team, dry van team. Going to go through these really quickly. Going to start off with a reefer. Did an excellent job coming out of Plainfield, Wisconsin, going to Atlanta, Georgia, with a 40,000 pound load of potatoes, 50 degrees on a reefer, 909 miles, booked at $4,000 bucks, got him $440 a mile, respectable amount of miles. Then out of Albertville, Alabama to North Charleston, South Carolina, it's a 41,000 pound load of fresh chicken running 20 degrees on a reefer, 433 miles, booked at $1,700 bucks, got him $393 a mile. Then Batesburg, South Carolina, going to Anniston, Alabama. This is a shorter run, 35,000 pound load of poultry, fresh load, 35 degrees on a reefer, 276 miles, booked at $900 bucks, got them $326 a mile. They finished off the week with Atala, Alabama, going to Concord, North Carolina, and that's going to be another frozen food load, 43,000 pounds on of weight, -10 on a reefer, 390 miles, booked at $1,400 bucks, got him $359 a mile, and that was it for the week. Solo reefer, running actually 6 days on the road, Wednesday to Tuesday, did an excellent job. Grossed 8,000 bucks for the week, ran 2,008 miles, loaded at an average of 398 per loaded mile average, and this is in today's market, guys. Excellent job. Next, we got ourselves a dry van coming out of Henderson, Colorado, going to Denver, Colorado. Quick run there. Very short. Very light at only 2,000 pounds of some sort of cases. 15 miles is the mileage on there. We booked that one at $412 for just 15 miles, which got them $27.47 per mile. Excellent job. Then Aurora, Colorado, coming out to Williston, North Dakota. It's a 45,000 pound load of bottled water, 686 miles, booked at $19.30, got them $281 a mile. Then partial North Dakota to Newton, Kansas, with a load of honey, 44,000 pounds on the weight, 874 miles, booked at $2,000 bucks, got them $229 a mile. Then McPherson, Kansas to Helena, Montana, with a 12,000 pound load of insulation, 1,187 miles, booked at $3,100 bucks, got them $261 a mile. And they finished off their week out of Helena, Montana, Zero Deadhead, going to Caldwell, Idaho, with a 25,000 pound appliance load. It's 511 miles, booked at $1,500 bucks, got them $294 a mile, just under $3. Excellent job, running 7 days on the road, grossed $8,942 for the week, ran 3,273 loaded miles at an average of 273 per loaded mile average, regular solo dry van. Next, we got ourselves another reefer coming out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, going to Burlington, New Jersey. It's a 42,000 pound load of Coca-Cola products, 755 miles, booked at $23.50, got them $311 a mile. Then Manchester, PA, going to Salem, Virginia. It's a 42,000 pound load of miscellaneous products, or FAK, 308 miles, booked at $1,200 bucks, got them $390 a mile. Then Roanoke, Virginia, going to looks like Mattoon, Illinois, 35,000 pound load of frozen bagels, 606 miles, booked at $1,712 bucks. Got them $283 a mile. And they finished off with Chicago, going to Charlotte, North Carolina, with a 40,000 pound load of food or food products, 755 miles, booked at $2,800 bucks, going to Charlotte. Got them $371 per mile. Excellent job. Week on the road. Solo reefer, grossed $8,062 for the week, ran 2,424 loaded miles at an average of 333 per loaded mile average. Excellent job. So next, we got ourselves a dry van team coming out of Wilson, North Carolina, with a 30,000 pound load of auto parts, going to Russell's Point, Ohio. It's a 586 mile run, booked at $1,300 bucks, got them $222 a mile. Then Geneva, Indiana to Jacksonville, Florida, with a 41,000 pound load of foodstuffs, 925 miles, booked at $3,000 bucks, got them $324 a mile. Then Ellabelle, Georgia, with a one pick 3 dropper, going to Hoxie, Arkansas, B Ranch, Arkansas, and a final in Green Forest, Arkansas. So all going to Arkansas. 40,000 pound load of tractors, 940 miles, Booked at $2,400, got him $255 a mile. Then Morrilton, Arkansas to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 43,000 pound load of cardboard boxes, 580 miles, booked at $1,500, got him $259 a mile. They finished off with Galesburg, Illinois, going to Orange Park, Florida, with a 10,000 pound load of consumer goods, 1,072 miles, booked at $2,800, got him $261 a mile. Team run. Out there for a week, 7 days, grossed exactly $11,000 on their week, ran 4,103 loaded miles at an average of 268 per loaded mile average. Excellent job there, and that's a dry van team. Next, we got ourselves another dry van. This is a solo coming out of Chattanooga, Tennessee, doing a run. It's actually a round trip run from Tennessee to Missouri. It basically goes to Riverside, Missouri, and then back to Chattanooga, so it's a round trip. It's a 12,000 pound load of car seats, and then the Missouri to Tennessee was 650 pound empty pallets, actually loaded on the same dock that it was that it was unloaded, and reloaded the empty pallets there. 1,384 miles, booked at $3,000, got them $217 a mile on a round trip basis. Then out of Dalton, Georgia, going to Cortland, New York, 43,000 pound load of non-hazardous chemicals. It's required a tanker endorsement on this one. Is 868 miles, booked at $29.50, got them $340 a mile. Excellent job there. And then out of Batavia, New York, went to West Palm Beach, Florida. It's a 42,000 pound load of powdered milk, 1,359 miles, booked at $3,700, got them $272 per mile. This is regular dry van, solo, running for a week on a road, grossed $9,650 for the week, ran 3,611 loaded miles at an average of 267 per loaded mile average. Very, very well done there. Next, we got ourselves a reefer coming out of Lebanon, Tennessee, going to Casa Grande, Arizona. This is a 23,000 pound frozen load of food, running -10 on a reefer, 1,714 miles, booked at $41.50, got up $242 a mile. Then out of Casa Grande, Arizona, Zero Deadhead, going to Olathe, Kansas, 20,000 pound load of dairy products, running 33 degrees on a reefer, 1,225 miles, booked at $2,800, got them $229 a mile. They finished off with Harrisonville, Missouri, going to Aurora, Colorado, with a 41,000 pound load of dry food grade groceries, 625 miles, booked at $2,100, got them $336 a mile. That's it. 3 runs is what they did. Ran for a week, grossed $9,050 on their week, ran 3,564 loaded miles at an average of 254 per loaded mile average. Very, very well done. We're going to finish off with a solo dry van coming out of Coldwater, Michigan, going to Bowling Green, Kentucky, with a 43,000 pound load of casting iron, 406 miles, booked at $1,200, got him $296 a mile. Then Dixon, Tennessee, with looks like a 3-dropper, 2 drops, or a 1 drop in Spring, Texas, and then 2 drops in Houston, Texas. This is a 43,000 pound load of tile, 751 miles, booked at $2,200, got him $293 a mile. Then right out of Houston, going to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, very light, 5,000 pound load of groceries, 455 miles, booked at $11.60, got him $261 a mile. Then Hennessy, Oklahoma, going to Clarksdale, Mississippi, 527 miles on that one. Very, I would say, heavier load on this one, 45,000 pound load of Elbund rye in tote bags, 527 miles, booked at $1,400, got them $266 a mile. And then did their last run out of Jonesboro, Arkansas, going to Stewart's Draft, Virginia. It's a 44,000 pound load of peanuts, 778 miles, booked at $2,400, got them $308 a mile on that one. And they finished off their week solo dry van, ran for a week, grossed $8,360, ran 2,907 loaded miles at an average of 288 per loaded mile average. So excellent job. So you can see, guys, vans, reefers, we run all sorts of different types of equipment. Teams are doing quite well, and we can help you guys as well. And it doesn't matter if you're a leased owner operator, or if you operate under your own MC authority or carrier. We work with both types of truckers. Just make sure you get in touch with us. If you need more information, get it on our website at aftdispatch.com/go. Everything's there. Fill out our chat box. Just provide us your information. We'll give you a call, answer any of your questions. And then finally, call or text us, 801-448-6363. Don't wait till this video's over and then say, I'll do it next time. I'll call it, call it tomorrow. I'll call it. You won't call. Just simply go to the website, aftdispatch.com/go. All the information's there. You can fill in that form. You can, like I said, a chat box, super easy. It takes like 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds. Get that filled in. We'll get back to you. Lease owner operators, carriers, guys, this is not the time to be losing money, but to overpay, to leave money on the table with these brokers. You can see we can make really, really good money because we have very, very experienced dispatchers. But in any case, until next week, stay healthy, be wealthy. Take care, guys.